Hello everyone. As a part of our knowledge sharing initiative, I, Jayaprakash Hiremat, AVP and Head, PD, ASME, TRCU and Regulatory Requirements, TUV India, would like to share some important international requirements of pressure equipment. As we all are aware, all countries impose specific technical requirements and controls to allow putting of pressure equipment into service to ensure safety of operators and environment during use. These are achieved by imposing controls through inspections by authorized bodies. The extent of control vary from country to country. Today, let's understand the preliminary requirements of two biggest economical areas, that is European Union and USA. European Union requires CE marking of pressure equipment in accordance with PED, which cover vessels, piping, pressure accessories, safety accessories and assemblies. USA and Canada require pressure equipment shall be with ASME certification mark and applicable designator such as U, S, PP, N, etc. in accordance with ASME boiler and pressure vessel code. Also, many other countries like South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, etc. accept CE and ASME marked pressure equipment with some additional country-specific requirements. If we compare the PED requirements with ASME, both consider internal pressure of above 0.5 bar or 15 psi to classify equipment as pressure equipment. Both require control during design and construction. ASME controls centrally through accredited authorized inspection agencies with direct involvement of ASME during approval of shop for manufacturing. On the other hand, PED controls construction through notified bodies accredited by European Union members who are responsible for shop approval as well as verification during construction. ASME uses a uniform approach for inspection for all of pressure vessels irrespective of size and pressure, whereas PED varies the involvement of notified bodies on the basis of level of hazards due to pressure, which is determined on the basis of volume for vessels, DN size for the piping and nature of working media. The primary consideration is the quantum of energy stored in the pressure equipment and consequences or hazards that will arise due to its failure. Of course, the preliminary responsibility for the safety and quality of the pressure equipment remains with the manufacturer, who must use qualified processes and personnel. The liabilities, consequences of failure or even of documentation errors are very high. Hence, it is recommended to approach an authorized EIA notified body like TUV India, TUV Nord, who has vast experience and in-depth knowledge of application of PED and ASME and various other international requirements. For more details, please visit us at www.tuv-nord.com/in. Thank you.